Generally, it is the case that the majority in each house controls that house. It's always been the case for the House. It's increasingly been the case for the Senate, as the Senate rules have sort of morphed over years and partisan polarization taken hold. Given the fact that you don't have a majority, what is the strategy here? I mean, I understand you could impress upon the leader, you could try to shame them, you can try persuasion. We saw your Democratic colleagues try to do that to Republicans, the minority on the other side. It didn't seem to go so well. Is there a strategy beyond that? Are there tools that you have beyond that? What are they?
Yeah, the tool is a vote. I am allowed, even though 51 votes governs, I'm allowed to ask for votes. I will ask during the impeachment proceeding for a vote on whether Mulvaney should testify, and whether Bolton should testify, and whether Casey should testify, and whether Griffin should testify. And many of my Republican colleagues will be in a real dilemma because their constituents will want them to do that. They will have no good reason not to, and they can well be held accountable for doing that. So our strategy, if we were today to say to Republicans, come out and vote with us, even though we haven't even, most of us haven't said finally how we're voting, we're waiting to see the evidence, but make sure you vote to get rid of President Trump, we wouldn't get anywhere. But asking for witnesses, something so reasonable and supported by 64% of Republicans, is I expect we'll get a bunch of Republicans to vote with us on these requests. I do.
Is there, so this is a sort of arcane procedural point, but an important one. So you will be able to call those votes, right? There is
correct.
You have that's not the case, right? In the minority in the House,
correct.
There are powers you have as a minority leader, and you intend to use them to force votes, at the very least, to force votes on these specific questions of documents and witness production.
Absolutely, and we're going to do a whole bunch of them. So any Republican thinks that they can escape having to vote on this, no matter how quickly Mitch McConnell tries to truncate the trial, doesn't know the rules.